You're listening to CFRN, a community of believers who trade for a living. To learn more about who we are, what we do, and how we do it, call toll-free 1-866-928-3310, and we'll send you out a no-obligation information kit absolutely free. 866-928-3310. The CFRN Emini Futures Cast is now on Stitcher. Listen to us on your iPhone, Android phones, BlackBerry, and WebOS phones. Stitcher is smart radio for your phone. Find it in your app store or at Stitcher.com. Stitcher Smart Radio, the smarter way to listen to radio.
Are you ready, Steve? Andy? Yeah! Bert? Well, all right, fellas. Well, let's go!
You're listening to CFRN, the Christian Financial Radio Network.
Today's broadcast is brought to you by Audible. Get a free audiobook download at www.audibletrial.com/CFRN. Over 85,000 titles. Choose from mystery, romance, religion, science, technology, business, New York Times bestsellers, even children's books. You name it, Audible has it. With 85,000 titles to choose from, you're sure to find the perfect audiobook for yourself or to give as a gift, and it's absolutely free. Just point your browser to audibletrial.com/CFRN. That's audibletrial.com/CFRN. And become a part of the audiobook revolution by downloading your free audiobook today. audibletrial.com/CFRN.
Hey trader, want to get rich quick? Well, good luck with that. If on the other hand you actually want to learn how to trade, the place to be is www.cfrn.net. Tune in Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. Eastern for our daily devotional, and then spend the next 3 hours learning how it's done from professional traders who actually trade for a living. That's www.cfrn.net. Every trading day from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Eastern. CFRN, a community of believers who trade for a living.
Good afternoon, traders, and welcome back to the CFRN Emini Futures Cast. This is the daily broadcast of Indeterminate Length, where we discuss all things Emini, along with some really big ideas on the finer points of trading gold, bonds, crude, sugar, the euro, and even T-bills. Joining us today from our studios in Boston, Mr. Michael Borth. From our trading desk in Chicago, Mr. Burton Schlichter. Now, to get things started, let's go to our host and founder in Studio A, overlooking South Mountain, America's largest city park. Here's Dwayne.
Good afternoon. Welcome back. Today is Friday. Yes, it is. Everybody's been working for the weekend, and well, here it is. 30th day of November 2018. December 1st, tomorrow. Wow. 30 days has September, April, June, and November. No 31 in this month. All right. Welcome to the show. So glad you're here. Whoever you are, wherever you are, we're just glad you've chosen to join us. We are in our second decade of broadcast history. We'll hope you'll continue to join us each and every day. Just grab your day planner and pencil us in for the next decade. All right? I have a chart up of the S&P 500 Emini Futures. If you can't see the chart, go to our homepage at cfrn.net. On the right-hand side of the page, click the big microphone. Follow the instructions. In about 30 seconds, you'll be registered for today. Monday, everybody has to register again. It's a once-a-month ordeal. Takes you 30 seconds, and then you're done. You only register once per month, but you have to register once per month. So just remember, on Monday, go to the home page, CFRN.net, right hand side, click the big microphone, follow the instructions, and then you'll be registered all the way through December. You won't have to do it again until January. All right, very good. And we do have a dual stream on YouTube. It's running live right now, youtube.com/CFRN/live. Okay, you got it. All right, we'll talk about this chart in a minute. Not a lot to talk about. It's been trepidatious trading for a number of reasons, and knowing when to be in the market and when to be out of the market, knowing when to be not be in the market, is probably even more important than knowing when to be in. And there's been some treacherous waters this week, some surprises, some unusual behavior. And so when you see something you don't recognize, it doesn't compute, just watch, because it'll change. Like the weather, it'll change. A little bit of news: KuCoin has teamed up with Simplex to allow its users to buy cryptocurrencies with credit and debit cards. The Singapore-based exchange's new service is now available in over 100 countries. Its customers could use US dollars and euros to purchase Bitcoin Core, that's BTC, Ether, ETH, and Litecoin, LTC. Simplex is a provider of payment processing solutions headquartered in Israel. The fintech startup operates globally and has subsidiaries in the US, UK, Lithuania. Merchants using its services receive their payments from Simplex, even in the case of fraudulent chargebacks. The company already cooperates with some of the leading platforms in the crypto space, including Shapeshift and Changely. KuCoin recently raised a total of $250 million in a Series A funding round. The exchange, which started trading digital assets in September of last year, now has more than 5 million registered users in over 100 different jurisdictions. Leading U.S. cryptocurrency exchange Coinbase has listed privacy-centric digital coin Zcash, known as ZEC, trading symbol, on its professional digital asset trading platform called Coinbase Pro. According to an official announcement, Coinbase Pro started accepting ZEC deposits on Thursday, November 29th, yesterday. The company explained in a blog post, "We will accept deposits for at least 12 hours prior to enabling trading. Once sufficient liquidity is established, trading on the ZEC USDC order book will start." Now, the San Francisco-based exchange also revealed that initially ZEC trading will be available for residents of the United States, excluding New York, and Coinbase Pro users in the UK, EU member states, Canada, Singapore, Australia. Support for other jurisdictions may be provided in the future. The company will also consider adding ZEC to its consumer platform and mobile apps if there are no technical issues with trading on Coinbase Pro. OKEX, currently the second largest cryptocurrency exchange by daily trading volume, announced it is delisting 38 trading pairs and tokens with low liquidity. The decision pertains to First Blood, District OX, iEconomy, Sentiment Network, and Singular TV. The full list is available on their website. More than 110,000 investors in Ghana have been reportedly defrauded in a scheme involving crypto investments. Nothing new. According to local media, executives of an entity called the Global Coin Community Help, GCCH, have been arrested and interrogated by the country's Economic and Organized Crime Office. Both have been released on bail, however. Now, the swindled investors lost an estimated 35 million Ghanaian cedi, or roughly 27 million US. According to investigators, GCCH accepted deposits without a license from the Bank of Ghana. The company promised to pay customers a monthly interest rate of 27% for a period of 1 year. Unable to pay the high interest rate, the fraudsters later offered to compensate the investors with digital coins traded on an exchange called Mentrix. When their deposits were converted, the tokens were valued at 20 Ghanaian cedi per coin, but their price has since dropped to only 2 cedi. Police found that the trading platform is owned and operated by, you guessed it, GCCH. Oh, yeah. Now, we talked about this briefly yesterday, but 6 Deutsche Bank offices in and around Frankfurt, including its headquarters, were raided yesterday over money laundering allegations. The raid of Germany's largest bank, with assets worth approximately 1.48 trillion euros. That's 1.68 trillion US. Continued for a second day on Friday, according to Reuters. Around 170 police officers, prosecutors, and tax inspectors searched the offices where written and electronic business documents were seized. Germany's public prosecutors began investigating the bank in August, the news outlet detailed, adding that they are looking into the activities of 2 unnamed Deutsche Bank employees, particularly from 2013 through 2018. The pair allegedly helped clients set up offshore firms to launder money. The New York Times reported that the 2 employees are suspected of failing to report possible money laundering for transactions worth more than $350 million. The raid was part of an ongoing investigation stemming from the Panama Papers and other offshore leaks, according to Reuters. The Panama Papers consist of over 11.5 million leaked documents from Panamanian law firm Mossack Fonseca. Deutsche Bank employees are alleged to have breached their duties by neglecting to report money laundering suspicions about clients and offshore companies involved in various tax evasion schemes. In 2016 alone, over 900 customers were served by a Deutsche Bank subsidiary registered on the British Virgin Islands, generating a volume of 311 million euros. The New York Times further quoted the prosecutors as saying Deutsche Bank helped customers found offshore organizations in tax havens by transferring illegally acquired money without alerting authorities to suspected money laundering. Well, there's a little bit of news. Let's take a look at the numbers around the world and see where we stand. All eyes right now are on Buenos Aires. Of course, President Trump is there. He's pumped over his Canada and Mexico deal that he put together, and now he's at the G20 summit. And while all that happens plays great importance in the markets, particularly tomorrow night when President Trump is scheduled to sit down with the Chinese president, Xi Jinping. Yeah. Now, he already canceled his meeting with Putin. And I did see Putin this morning sitting there at the G20 summit. He didn't look too happy. It may have nothing to do with Trump. And it may have everything to do with Trump. Who knows? But that meeting's canceled. If the meeting with China were to get canceled, or somehow not end well, then we'll probably see a violent downside open on Globex Sunday night. And if things go well and we get positive remarks and comments out of there, then the markets will potentially rally Sunday night on the Globex Open. Right now, these are cash markets around the world. We start in the U.S. The Dow is down 17 points. NASDAQ is up 8. S&P 500 is up 4. And the Russell 2000 is up a point. Those are some pretty quiet numbers. In the commodity basket, crude oil down 9 cents, trading 51.36 last. Gold down $3.60, trading 12.2680 last. In Asian markets, at the closing bell, the Nikkei added 88 points, Shanghai added 20, and the Hang Seng added 55. Small numbers again. And in European markets, color of the day there, red. The FTSE lost 58 points on the session. The DAX finished up down 40, and the CAC was down a little over 2 points at the close. And so it was a green day in Asia, a red day in Europe, and here at home it's mixed, with everything being just slightly positive, with the exception of the Dow, which is just slightly negative. In the red, 17 points. So there you have it, a bit of news and the numbers. Michael, if you're ready, we'll get a recap from you of everything that happened today in the live training room.
Sure, I am ready. Here we go. Bring it over here. Okay. Did that.
Okay. And
that.
There's that.
Okay.
And that. And now I'll hit mute and it's all yours.
Okay. Thanks. Excuse me. Okay. All right. Good afternoon, everyone. Today is Friday, the 30th day of November 2018. Yeah, it's the last day of November. So everybody that's in here, if you want to be in here on Monday, you are going to have to go to this page. You got to click the microphone, like I just did. Click the microphone. There it goes. Okay, and when it scrolls down here, watch live now, you got to click there. And you're going to have to fill out this form on Monday, okay, to get in here on Monday. Okay. Now, back this out. Okay. If you have not taken a free trial with us, and you want to take a free trial with us, go to the home page at CFRN.net. And right over here on the side, it says 5-day free trial. Apply.CFRN.net. If you click on that, or if you click down here on this, or this, you will eventually end up at this page. And on this page, all we ask for is your email, your first name, and how you found us. You hit that submit button, and you'll be sent a confirmation link. You must click on the confirmation link. Okay, if you don't click the confirmation link, well, we don't know you. We don't know that you took the free trial. So that's that. Okay, now today, the spreadsheet. See, I already added a bunch of space in here for next month, but I accidentally put it in the wrong place. If you're going to read the spreadsheet, you can read all the CFTC risk disclosures down at the bottom. Today, as I said, is the 30th day of November 2018, and we made 15 ticks in crude, 5 ticks in gold. Get us at plus 200 on the morning session. Today, it took 72 minutes and 4 trades to get to the goal for the day. At that point, we're up $120 a contract, and we took a total of 7 trade opportunities this morning. So we're going to end the month at plus $3,595. That's over 20 days, averaging $179 per day. Now that is one contract, 2 hours per day. One contract, 2 hours per day. Currently on the year, we're at 34,973. That's over 222 days, averaging 157 per day. 157 per day. Okay. Again, one contract, 2 hours per day. Now, let's just take a look at what we did. Gold, again, didn't have a lot of opportunity, but it did have a little bit. Okay. There was a shorting opportunity right in here that would have been a break-even trade. There was the one right here that we did do. We picked up 5 ticks on. That was a long that we picked up 5 ticks on. And right in here, it closed up above the MA1 and up above the trend line, making it a momentum trade. And that one would have been a break even. Let's see, during the break, there might have been a break even trade right here. Okay. And that was it for the gold today. The euro, well, we started out right here. The euro was making a nice leg down here. We missed this short here, but we picked up 8 ticks on this one. And we missed that one right there as well. And we took a long right here that stopped us out and got us back down to break even on the euro. Okay. See, I was looking here. We weren't going to get a trade here because it would have been momentum going into dynamic support. It came back up, it hit the BBC, gave a down close. So you could have shorted off the BBC right there, and that would have worked out okay. But then it didn't give you anything after that. During the break, right here was a bounce off the BBC. It gave about 8 or 10 ticks. And then it just got really choppy. Look how choppy it is right in here. There were no trade setups in there. Okay. And on the crude oil, on the crude oil, it really started to move at the end of the room this morning. But we had, let's scroll all the way back. Okay, so we're waiting for trade setups in here, and we weren't getting any until way over here. There was a shorting opportunity right there. It would have been a momentum short, and it would have been a break even had I gotten it. It spun around and started going up. And there was a long here that I missed as well. That would have stopped out. We finally got it, got into a trade here. We picked up a couple ticks. We missed the bounce off the BBC right here. That was the ideal trade setup right there because the MA1 was blue. The cycle's blue and going up. We have good divergence down here, good separation between the green line and the cycle. Excuse me. But we missed it. And then we picked up a couple more ticks there to put us at +4 in the morning. See, there were some trades in here that we missed. Winning trade, break-even trade. And I don't know why I wasn't doing these right here on the way down. But, well, I didn't. Okay, and then at, wow, this is 11:30. There's 2 other trades. You know what? I think I did do those because there's 2 other trades that I'm not showing here. One was a +3, and one was a +8. And I think the +3 was probably right here, and the +8. was probably right here. I'll have to go check later. But as we got into the break, there was one more opportunity right here. Then it flipped around and started moving up, and it started moving up quickly as we were shutting down the room this morning. There's some nice long opportunities right here and right here. Okay, then it stalled out, pulled back, deep pullback, didn't give any shorting opportunities, and it started to run again. And it was along there. And now the slingshot's all saying short, and it's sort of resetting right here. Okay. And then it just started going up again. Yeah, it's been all over the place today. Crude has been all over the place. Anyway, that was crude. We ended with plus 15 on crude. On the ES, we didn't do anything today. No, we did not. Just looking to see if we should have. There was the long here, a short there that I missed both of. And it looks like that was pretty much it. That was pretty much it for the opportunity on the ES this morning. Yeah, and we still don't have anything. Okay, we still don't have anything there. So we'll go back here to this and scroll all the way up here. Okay, so today, as I said earlier, it is the 30th day of November, 2018. It's the last business day of November. On Monday, you're all going to have to go to the forum to log in to this meeting. Okay, but it's Friday, 30th day of November, 2018. We made 15 ticks on crude and 5 ticks in gold to get us to plus 200 on the morning session. Where is my crude? There it is. Okay. Today took 72 minutes and 4 trades to get to goal for the day. At that point, we're up $120 a contract, and we took a total of 7 trade opportunities today. Okay, so that puts us on the month with a total of $3,595. That's over 20 days, averaging $179 per day. And on the year, we're at $34,973. That's over 222 days, averaging $157 per day. That's on the year. Okay. If you have not taken a free trial, go to the home page here at CFRN.net. And right over here, it says 5-day free trial. If you click on apply.cfrn.net, it will bring you to this page, where all we ask for is your email, your first name, and how you found us. You click on that submit button, and you'll be sent a confirmation link. You must click on the confirmation link. Okay, if you don't click the confirmation link, we don't know that you took the free trial. So you got to click on that link. Okay? Okay. And that's it. That's it for the morning session. That's what we did. It was, Bart. It was. Compared to, and what was it? October and November were really good. September and August were not as good. But with that, we can pass it back out to Studio A, overlooking South Mountain, America's largest city park. Dwayne, if you are in Studio A, you can take it back now. And if you are not, then, well, you can't take it back. It's going to stay here in North Carolina. But, yeah, all this stuff right here, I have to, when I copied and pasted this in here, I pasted it in the wrong place. When I put all those extra lines in, I should have put them below here, not above it. So, I guess I will have to take all that out. There. Now it looks normal. Look, crude oil, we killed it with crude this month, but the other markets are kind of slow. Does anybody have any questions about anything? Any questions about anything? If you do, I'd be happy to answer them. If you don't, well, then it'll be quiet in here.
Are you ready?
Because
you ready?
I'm still waiting for Dwayne. Data seem right today? Yeah.
You ready?
It did. Yes. The data did seem right today, Bob Z. Yours is laggy? Wow, that's where you live. I'm guessing.
Yeah, I'm guessing.
Mine seemed fine. I think Dwayne's was probably fine.
So you got charts, you got charts.
Yes, I see
Charts
your charts.
Okay.
Charts.
Okay, guys, been a unusual week, kind of a quiet week. This Friday, I think we're just going to roll sideways into the close. I don't see anything to blow us up or blow us out. However, after this meeting with the Chinese president Saturday night, we get the Globex Open Sunday night, and it could be explosive, depending upon, you know, what comes out of that meeting. And that's taking into consideration that the meeting does happen. with Trump, you never know. He might change his mind, but I don't think so. This is really important, and all the world's looking on to see if the two big players can put it together. So, John's tied up. He won't be able to join us today. I'm not going to hold you long. I'm going to get a recap of the recap.
Today, it took 72 minutes and 4 trades to get to $120 per contract. 72 minutes and 4 trades.
Minutes, 4 trades. Goal for the day.
Minutes. Yes, we did get the goal for the day again. We did get that. And that
it's been a pretty consistent month, right?
It has. It has. We've had, well, let's see. We had a yellow day yesterday. We had 1 red day this month. All the rest were green. And last month, we had all green, except for 1 day, which was blue. And when it's blue, that means I got the goal, but I gave it all back because I didn't put the mouse away. And so the last 2 months have been really good. Last month was the best month of the year. It was the best month of the year.
Last October.
Yes, October was.
Interesting.
Well, when the earnings start
in
coming
the
out.
chat box, did you already answer those?
Yes, I did.
Oh, that's Bob.
Hang on, have I heard from
No, Richard,
Ed
I haven't. I sent the message. I haven't heard back.
Yeah.
Have you tried to email? Because I'm sure you got his email address. Have you tried to reach out to him? You haven't? Okay. Oh, I'll try again. Yeah, I miss him. I need to get him back. Okay. Let's take a look for a quick moment. Last night's Concierge Trade Alerts. And we get an idea of kind of how sideways these markets have been. We've had week after week after week after week of beautiful volatility. I've been able to take advantage of that wonderfully. But when the markets start doing things like this, which is reminiscent of this, and this started the whole, yeah, I'm not so crazy about this market and the way it's unfolding. Now, the creme de la creme was this entry here at 26.94 on the Logic 247 alert. It ran up 30 points, and then we consolidated a little bit, and then it added another 20. It ended up at 50 points. We then pulled back to this same little area right here, and we put in a higher high, and then we fought overnight to get higher, and then this morning on the 10:30 candle we managed to run up to 27.4850. The high was 27.5450, and so we're just kind of shucking and jiving back and forth here. Now, down below, way down below, this is how unusual a week it is. That's the highest weekly trading zone for the ES. 70s last 71. So what do you do when that happens? It doesn't happen often, but, well, you make do. And sometimes when something that unusual happens, it's a broader indication that market conditions are not ordinary right now. And if you're a plain vanilla kind of guy who just looks for the same opportunities over and over and over and over as we do, okay, sometimes you'll see them and sometimes not. Okay, now so we had the big rally. We did put in a higher high. Now it almost looks like we got head and shoulders going on here. There's a shoulder and a shoulder and ahead. Which would put, oh, the neckline, I suppose. We just continued this on over. So if that should break Sunday night, go against Globex, and because the highest weekly trading zone is so far below, I think the market's, well, you know what? If the news from the Saturday night meeting is good, the markets go higher. I think that's just a given. I mean, that's what everyone anticipates and expects. If that doesn't happen, we'll be prepared for that too. Buy the rumor, sell the news. Maybe we're seeing some of that in here. And just remember that this whole rally was based on a very weak comment. I don't want to say it was weak, but it wasn't like he lowered interest rates. He said we're still going to raise them in December, and after that I'll probably chill out a little bit. So we'll see what next week brings us. Hopefully it'll be something a little different. Last night on the Concierge Trade Alerts, let me just open the email from last night. Consider buying 27.49. The swing high was, as I said, 27.48.50. No trigger on the long side. And on the flip side, we were looking to sell 27.33 if the opportunity presented. And from 27.33, we got to drop down to 27.29. So 4 S&P points available there. If you know how to get out at the exact swing low, I don't. If you do, you should share that information with all of us. Okay. On the Dow, I'll get these fibs out of the way. And that 25350, that's a zone from last week, and look at what price did. It just oscillated above it and below it and above it and below it. That's the carryover power of the zones. But it's that same thing we saw in the S&P. Sideways in this parabolic run up, and then just more of this. This is not a trend. This is not your friend. All right, on the Dow last night, we said to consider selling 25,315. We made it all the way down to 25,223. So that's almost a 100-point drop in the Dow at $5 a point, $500 per contract. We can all probably live with that. On the Russell, rid of the fibs. Okay. Now, as I pointed out last night, and I think I pointed it out here yesterday as well, but if I didn't, I'll point it out again. Okay. If we draw fibs from this swing low up to this swing high, this swing low to this swing high, right there. We came down and we hit the 50% fib retracement last night, and we bounced up to that 38 and then back to the 50, and it just rode it. And we were in the workshop last night, and it was just towing the line, and it finally broke. But it didn't take us all the way back. Off of this pullback here, buyers came in early here and then again here. What they're failing to do is push this thing higher today, and the failure to push it higher today may put a damper on things Sunday night. We'll see. But this 50% retracement from here to here, it shows up on the Dow. Same thing on the Russell. same thing. And then price is just oscillating back and forth, above and below that 50. Crude. What did we say on crude last night? Crude. Consider being long 51.70. 51.70 and 51.70 was right. Yeah, 51.79. So 9 ticks. Consider that a stop out. Or if the opportunity presents, consider selling 50.60. And that's right here. And so 50.60. First time, important prices, important areas, as you know, are almost always tested. So $50.60. There you go, $50.60. So this first move down took us to $50.40, and then the next move down took us to $49.65. From $50.60 to $49.60 is $1,000 per contract in an hour. That was a big fast move for crude. A $1 move in crude, $1,000 per contract. $10 a tick, 100 ticks to the point. Gold's $10 a tick, but only 10 ticks to the point. On the NQ, I mean, with the indicators on here, let me get rid of the fibs. You see how these just snaking back and forth. It's not a trending market like we've seen so much of late. Stuff like this. And then back into this. When your chart and your indicators look like that, the best thing you can do is nothing. Or go fishing. Or go to Walmart. Or pet the dog, or make a sandwich, or just do something. But there's no reason to throw money at this. So, on gold, which we've rolled forward to CG9, consider selling 1223 is what last night's email said, and we only put in a swing low down at 1221.80. That's just a drop of only a point. And that's kind of it. That's kind of the week it's been. Do I expect next week to be different? Yep. Every week's different. Some more exciting than others. Some just really pull you in. You can't hardly take your eyes off of it. And other weeks, it's just, you know, it's your business, so you got to stay involved. But you have to hold it at arm's length until it starts to behave in a manner that some would consider normal conditions. And so that's what we're waiting for. That's what we're looking for. And that's what will come. Just have to be patient. Patience always wins. I am going to put 3 passports up for sale this afternoon in Telegram at an extremely discounted price. So if you've been looking to become a partner or become a passport holder and you'd like to learn more, find out about it, get that discounted price, then come see me in the Telegram today. Just look me up at CFRN, the number 1, like this, at CFRN. Wow. Try that again.
Yeah, I was going to say, you missed the ad.
We can try that again.
You missed the ad
Look
again.
at my cap locks. Why is it doing that? Alright, let's try it. Alright. Now this time it has to work.
There you go.
We got it at CFRN1. That's where I'll be. So hit me up. Let's go to our good word for the day. Where did I tuck that away? He's not finding it, man. I'll find it. Don't worry. If you have any questions about anything at all, put them in the chat box, because we're about to head out here for the weekend. I'm not going to hold you. You are free to move about the planet. But if you have questions about anything, indicators, methodology, live training room, Logic 247, whatever it is, just put in the chat box. We're always happy to answer your questions. And if you need a one-on-one mentoring session, I'll put that link in the chat box for you right now. There you go. Good deal. All right, today we're going to talk about John 14:16. It's an inside job, part 1. Isn't it always? He shall give you another comforter, that he may abide with you forever. John 14:16. Do you remember dinner without mobile phones? Your family just enjoying each other's company, uninterrupted by technology. We're a generation that's losing the art of communication and intimacy. And it's also impacting the time we spend alone with God. Now you might say, well, you know, I use my technology to listen to Christian podcasts and lots of great sermons. Okay, so you're spending time with someone who is elaborating on their interpretation of the Word of God. But that's living your life vicariously through someone else. It is not the same as you personally, one-on-one, intentionally spending time with God. Some people go, oh, well, God's always with me. Yeah, but are you intentionally spending time with Him? That's the key. Think about it. When's the last time you did that? I go to church every Sunday. Okay. Do you go to church every Sunday so you can spend time with God, or do you go because, you know, the pastor will frown if you're not there because you're like kind of an important person and blah, 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 right? You with me? There's a difference. You know there's a difference. I know it, you know it, but we get caught up in it. Although Jesus did precede the high-tech age, he was in constant demand. The multitudes pursued him at all hours of the day and night. I mean, after all, he was the one who could heal sickness, cure blindness, make the lame walk. I'm sure he was a bit of a rock star there in his day. But the scriptures tell us that in Mark 1:35, a great while before day, he went out and departed into a solitary place, and there he prayed. Jesus made time to be alone with his Father. It requires spiritual discipline to just be still and listen, to deliberately eliminate life's noise and racket. But if we'll practice it, we'll discover a heart-satisfying fellowship with the resident Holy Spirit. Invest just a few minutes reading John chapters 14 through 16. Let your spirit absorb Jesus' message. Notice he wants his disciples to have peace, and he comforts them with the assurance that they're never left alone. These are all blessings that He wants us to share too. So here's the question. How can you and I find this peace and comfort? Sounds great. How do we get there? Well, the answer, it's an inside job, because the Holy Spirit lives in us. Jesus told His disciples, I will pray the Father, and He shall give you another Comforter, that He may abide with you forever. Now, this could be Christianity's best kept secret, that the Holy Spirit is available to and indwells in every true believer, providing everything that we need to handle life's difficulties and life's opportunities. The Comforter was promised by the Son, He was sent by the Father, and today He's ours by faith. Embrace Him, trust His power, experience His peace, and follow His guidance. That's our good word for the day. Have a great weekend, guys. Thanks so much for tuning in this week. We'll see you on Monday. Michael, you have a great weekend as well.
Okay. You too, Dwayne.
Anything you want to add?
Valerie's still here. I'm putting together some information I'm going to send to you, Valerie. Okay. And,
And Valerie will get the narration on that video, or we'll watch it and narrate it later today, perhaps. So let me know when you're ready. Okay. All right. Well, that's it, guys. Great week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Whoever you are, wherever you are, may God continue to richly bless you with His mercy and with His grace. And I'll see you at the bell.
Remember this, there is no greater return on investment than to see a human life changed and given hope. As always, pray hard and trade safe. Any financial information discussed on this show is simply the opinion of our host, Dwayne Reeves, his co-hosts, and guests. To learn more about trading Emini Futures or to take a 1-week free trial in our live trading room, call 1-866-928-3310. 866-928-3310. Information discussed on this radio program should not be construed as a recommendation to buy or sell any security. Always do your own due diligence and consult with a licensed securities broker or financial planner before making any investment decision.